A second ago, the Dolphin offense led out onto the field by their veteran quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. He and his mates in for a tough one as they get set to match up.
You don't want to see what's over here? Do my game over here?
Right here?
Yeah, go. Go, keep going until you see Matt. We just press circle then. Just press home button then.
With the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nah, go ahead.
We set up all the damn.
I don't need to set nothing up. I got started in that start. Trash as fuck. Free agency starting this week. I was watching the combine. I watched everybody come down. Well, a nigga 303 ran a damn 3. I think he ran a 4.7 or a 4.8. A D lineman. Yeah, I think Tannehill going to watch the Redskins. We need to go to clear with Blake Bortles, Carlos Hyde, and motherfucker Jackson. I really don't want Jackson to go, but oh well, you know what I'm saying?
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, it's Bortles. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankershot to the play. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. That was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's get what he wants, DJ. Let's get what he wants, DJ.
The Jaguars getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Stalled off that drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys...
What's that? That's yours.
I ain't pressed one. You just signed up PlayStation Network.
That's your controller. You control off. Huh? You let me that? Yeah, I just moved the table. Today. I was gonna pin it when I got finished. Go ahead and that. Right, see?
Which one signed? This one?
Yeah.
It's me?
Yeah.
Run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wow. Oh, you know, you probably got logged on to mine. You know your information? Do you want? Do you want? You know your ball? Just go ahead. No, you.
No.
Play as a guest.
I'm going to go up on the line.
You know your password and everything? Ooh, James gonna let Collins walk. Collins get up, boy. Woo! They Giants are unlikely to tag Collins. Saying Collins. Yeah, cause Jay Sean logged in on his game. That's why. Hello? How you doing? Where's Jay Sean at? In his room? He on his game? Ask him if he's still playing this game, cause me and Derek will be playing the game. He had to log into Jay Sean something on my PlayStation, so I hope it knock him off. Oh, oh, okay. All right then. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And here's another interception. interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them a gain of 38.
I'm going to go on that. You understand me? You ain't worried about what?
Bortles now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bortles to throw once more. He's going to air one out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. We put somebody back. I'm on it. I'm on it. Let's get to it. I'm on it.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Going deep here for Park. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Tannehill on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Slide over some, baby. Slide over some.
To the air again, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Completion for goal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Damn, boy, you waiting, man.
Tannehill now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Stop waiting. Don't teach that.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here.
Everybody playing Team X. They over there screaming Team X, but they ain't playing Team X. You understand me? I think called execution. King Drake supposed to be a starter. Period.
Got it 1st and 10.
Now we know what to do now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill dancing to his left.
What the fuck?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker from Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big third down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. Bortles now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it will be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Bortles now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
He's a threat. That boy Wilson. I already know he's going to him too. Well, that boy ain't no motherfucking threat. That boy Ford, trash as fuck. Virginia Tech. Definitely don't put that shit out there. You better put that boy Wilson. There you go right there. That boy Wilson. He good. He good as fuck. I ain't got that. Yeah.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Bortles. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Punch right. Lucy.
On 1st down.
Oh, man. Y'all the game right the fuck open. Come on, man.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You got that defense, man. What defense you ain't got that shit there, man? Hell yeah.
Bortles.
Get out of here.
Too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there.
I promise you that.
They need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is what I believe in. I make a believe in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Punch right.
To throw is Bortles. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
I do this, big dog.
And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go. My goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to let this one. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark.
Huh?
As the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.